So do you know that you can actually take a position in some of the top Thailand stocks just like any other normal Singapore stocks in the SGX? How do you do it? And what are the 3 Thailand stocks that you can potentially take a position on? Hey guys, Joey here, top tier advisor, trader in Phillip Securities. And in this video, I'll be sharing with you just 3 Thailand stocks. We'll dive into their charts as well to see where we are and where could you potentially think about buying stocks like this for more upside, right? So what are the 3 stocks? Well, let's take a look at this watch list right over here. And the 3 stocks are Airport of Thailand, which is listed in the Stock Exchange of Thailand. The code is AOT. But as I say, you can actually buy this stock on the SGX just like any other normal Singapore stock, right? So you can see this is Airport of Thailand, Thai SDR. So you can use what we call the SDR, Singapore Depository Receipts, right? Which is just like any other normal Singapore stock, and it allows you to take a position in Airport of Thailand, the one that is listed on the Stock Exchange of Thailand. So the Airport of Thailand SDR, the code is TATD, tracks the underlying stock that is listed in the SET, Stock Exchange of Thailand. So you don't have to go buy the one that is listed in Thailand and incur additional charges like foreign currency conversion fees and all that. You can simply buy the one that's listed on the SGX. All right. So this is the first one, Airport of Thailand, right, which operates and manages the airports in Thailand, right? And the other one would be what we call PTT Exploration and Production. The code is PTTEP, listed in Thailand as well. All right, you can buy what we call the SDR right over here, PTTEP space THSDR. So TH stands for Thai, so Thai SDR, and the code is TPED, right? So for PTTEP, it is a leading oil and gas exploration and production company in Thailand, right? So you can see this is the code right over here, TPED, the SDR. So let's move on to the third one, which will be what we call CPO. So this company operates the 7-Eleven convenience store chains in Thailand, all right? And we have the SDR for it as well, right here, called CPO, TH Thai SDR. The code is TCPD. So we'll dive into the underlying charts, right, for these 3 underlying stocks that are listed on the Stock Exchange of Thailand, and we do a currency conversion to Singapore dollars to see what can we potentially do with the SDR. Okay, so this is the underlying stock, Airport of Thailand, stock code AOT, that is listed on the Stock Exchange of Thailand. You can see that we are trading about 63.50 Thai baht right here, and you can see that since about 2 months back, 3 months back, in November, we broke this 66 Thai baht level. And so to sell down, we saw the short-term trend turning down as well. And we headed to what we call the 58. 58 is pretty much a very good support, whereby we have been holding for above it for more than 2 years now. So 58 all the way to 66. That is the range right now for this stock that's listed on the Stock Exchange of Thailand, 58 to 66 Thai baht. As I mentioned, right, we can actually buy this stock, the SDR, right, on the SGX. So how can we do it? Well, we can simply just do a quick conversion, right, from Thai baht to Singapore dollar. So for example, let's say that this resistance right here is about 66. So 66 times 0.038, it would be something like about $2.50, right? And same thing for the support here at about 58 Thai baht times 0.038, it would be about Singapore dollars $2.20 level. So that is pretty much the support and the resistance level based on Singapore prices, based on the SDR. So I think for Airport of Thailand, if you are looking to enter or dips again as it approached that 58 to $60, well, if it does hit towards the $2.20 to $2.30, that could be where some bargain hunting can come back again for you to ride the rebound by more than 10 to 12% all the way up to around that 250 levels, and that's where you could take some profit as well, right? So you can see that for the Singapore SDR is about 2.36. So if it does hit to near 220, 225, that is potentially where you could enter near the support level. Alright, so let's take a look at the underlying stock, PTTEP, listed on the Stock Exchange of Thailand. It's currently trading about 153 Thai baht, right? So I would say that for PTTEP, is one of those good places. It looks a little bit more bullish right now because it has broke what we call the resistance. So 150 was actually a resistance level whereby we have traded below for about more than a month, all right, in November, December, and even somewhere in January as well last month, right? So it's a very key resistance level, and you can see that over the past week or so, we managed to break above the 150. So now it's about 153, 154, whereby we are seeing the 20 days moving average. Look at this green line right here. This is what we call the 20 days moving average that was sloping down as the short-term trend was pretty much turning down in October. So we went all the way down, flatten out, and you can see that as we consolidated below that 150, this green line started to flatten out. So pointing down, up a little bit, flatten out, and you see right now it has started to point up with prices above it. So that's where we are seeing some signs of the short-term trend reversal, and as long as we stay above the 150 Thai baht, right, we can potentially see more upside, potentially maybe all the way up to around 170 to maybe 180 Thai baht. That is potentially where some selling can come back again. All right, so how can one potentially take a position in this stock on the SDR, the Singapore Depository Receipts? Well, as I mentioned, right, you can kind of like take a position in this stock right over here called PTTEP SDR. The code is TPED. Well, you can just type the code TPED on any trading platform. You will be able to find this SDR, and it's about $5.72, right? So you can see that for this resistance, right, turn support at 150, it's about $5.70. So anything above that 570, 571, 72, 73, all right, it looks quite good. It still looks like a good support. So let's turn this to green in color, whereby it is now a support level, and we can potentially see more upside. So if it does hit to around this resistance at $6.85, so 180 Thai baht times 0.038, that is about $6.85 Singapore dollars. So it would hit to, let's say you get in near 570 something, all right, and it hits to around 680 or maybe around the 650 level, right over here, that is where you could also lock in some profits as well. So let's take a look at the next Thailand stock called CPO, the company that operates the 7-Eleven convenience store chains in Thailand, right? So we are trading at about 54, 55 Thai baht right over here, all right? And you can see that we have found some support for CPO around that 50 Thai baht. So over the past 2 months plus, right, we have headed towards the 50 Thai baht and a couple of rebound seen whereby buyers are kind of like defending that support level. However, it seems like it is a little bit of a downtrend right now in the longer term, whereby the longer term moving average, look at this red and blue line, they are both pointing down. So a bit of a longer term downtrend, as I say, right? And we might just be seeing some sideways consolidation in the short term above the 50 Thai baht. So resistance wise could be this level right over here around the 60. You can see 60 was a support. When we broke down, it went from 60 Thai baht all the way to 50 Thai baht. So how can we potentially take a position in this Thailand stock, right? By buying the SDR. Well, very simple. We can do a quick conversion in terms of Thai baht to Singapore dollars. So 50 Thai baht times 0.038 is about Singapore dollars $1.90. And if you're looking at the resistance level, right, 60 times 0.038 is about $2.28 Singapore dollars. So if we were to hold above that 50 Thai baht, I think it looks quite good. That is where a potential entry could be taken right over here, all right, as it dips towards the 50 Thai baht, 52 Thai baht, and if you convert to Singapore dollars, as I mentioned, it's about 190. So 190, 192, 95, that's potentially where you could take a position on the SDR to ride a rebound, maybe all the way up to around the 60 Thai baht, which would be about $2.28. So about 15 to 18% upside right over here. You can see right now it is 55, right? So 190 would be the support level, right? That's in Singapore dollars. Let's take a look at the Thai SDR. I can see right up here, it's about 2.04 Singapore dollars right over here. So if it does hit to like $1.90 something, 92, 95, that's where the SDR have headed to the support. Same thing, it tracks the underlying stock right over here as it hits to 50 Thai baht as well. All right, so that's how one can take a position on the SDR, and you don't actually have to buy the stock that is listed on the Thailand Stock Exchange. So yes, these are pretty much the 3 Thailand stocks that you can take a position on the SDR, Thai underlying SDR. All right, so if you want to find out a little bit more, there's a webinar coming up next week as well. I'll place the link right below to attend this webinar, whereby you can learn a little bit more on the SDR. Or if you want to find out about my strategy and how do we actually position ourselves to ride stocks like this, you can attend more of our webinar as well to learn a bit more on the One Good Trend framework and how I have a system to guide me as well. So the link's right below. Click on it to find out a bit more. All right, and these are pretty much the 3 SDR. So just a quick recap: we have Airport of Thailand. The SDR is TATD, all right, and we have a PTTEP. The SDR is TPED, and of course we have a CPO that operates a 7-Eleven convenience store chain in Thailand. The STR is TCPD. So these are the codes whereby you can simply type on any trading platform and you will be able to pull out the SDR and buy this SDR just like any other normal Singapore stocks on the SGX. Alright, so I hope you like this video, guys, and you have taken note of some of the levels I talked about. You have taken note on how we have done a currency conversion from Thai baht to Singapore. It's very simple, just times 0.038, which is the current conversion right now. Alright, of course it might change as time moves on, it might goes up and down. Alright, but that is the current conversion, and the SDR actually tracks the underlying that's listed on the stock exchange of Thailand. Right, so if you like this video, guys, go ahead and give me a like, smash the subscribe button as well, so you will not miss out on any videos like this. And we do come out with videos as well quite often, talking about this strategy, talking about some top stocks to watch as well. So make sure you subscribe so that you will not miss out. Joey here, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.